Flo, welcome.
Thank you.
And a v tomto videu by sme vám radi predstavili Coventry University. Prišla k nám na veľtrek a rada sa s vami podelí o nejaké informácie. Flo, so thank you very much for your coming
It's always happy to be here back in Bratislava.
Yes, and let's start. I would like to give our students who are starting in September or January at Coventry University to give them more information. We have as an agency information that we learned from you, but this is from first hand or information. You live there, so you are the source of knowledge and information.
Yes.
First of all, Flo, tell me something about Coventry City.
Okay. The city is a very multicultural place. Okay. I am actually originally from Mexico, so you probably noticed my accent. And I moved to the UK 7 years ago. And Coventry is by far one of the best places I've seen for living because of the diversity of its people. I have been walking around the university, I have walking around the city, and I just see people from all over the world. And that's something really inspiring because obviously it makes you realize that you've always, maybe perhaps for your Slovak students, been living in one country, been living in one place, and the only culture that they know is Slovak. But when they move abroad, they will realize that there's more that are out there to see. And I think that's one of the greatest benefits of being in the university.
Okay. Coventry as a city has a population of 300,000 people.
Correct.
It's not small, it's not big, it's more compact.
Yes.
You don't have to, if you don't have to use public transportation, right? It's easy to access.
Exactly. And a lot of students actually cycle. So if let's say that you want to cycle into university, you can get a bike and you can come and ride in and out of the university. But most people just walk because it's very accessible. I walk everywhere.
The faculty, the faculties, you have more faculties, right? They are situated somewhere
All
around
together,
the city.
so it's in the
Right?
city campus. So basically all the buildings are next to each other. You have the train station as well right in the city center, only 10-minute walk from the university. So it's very, very accessible. You can go basically everywhere walking.
And actually, good thing about Coventry is that you can access Coventry City from London, which takes
1 hour.
1 hour, or from another big airport is in Birmingham,
Yes.
which is 25 minutes.
20 minutes. Well, even the train directly from Birmingham International Airport to Coventry is actually 10 minutes.
All right. So, yeah.
That's basically one of the best things is that also Birmingham is the second biggest city in the UK. So if you feel like you want to be next to a big city, you only have Birmingham on your doorstep, and that's really good.
Excellent. Okay. When someone comes first time to Coventry, what he can count on at the university? You take care of him. You have some freshers week.
The freshers week is the most important induction week. I think that all the students should arrive for the induction week, where we prepare the students with live. We give you a tour of the campus. If you haven't been to the university before, we give you a tour of the campus with all the facilities, all the stuff that we have available for you. We also have all the welcome parties, which you will be able to take part in.
You have some festival or some,
It's
some
like a
concerts?
Yeah, but that's not part of the induction week. We have concerts and festivals throughout the year. So there's a very cool festival in the summer called Godiva. Some festival?
Godiva?
Godiva.
Oh, yeah. Godiva, yeah.
Lady Godiva, you know? Lady Godiva was from Coventry. So this, the Godiva festival is an event during the summer where a lot of artists are performing. So it's an important one for the students as well. But this induction week that we were talking about is when the students come and enroll, and they prepare you for everything from how to open a bank account, apply for your national insurance number if you want to find a job. We tell you where the classrooms are, we give you your schedule. So all of this first week where we prepare the students for their next 3 years of university.
From beginning, you have to count on that. You have to sort things which are not so cool. It's kind of paperwork, but it has to be done to register in a social security system, in health system, in work for the work permit.
Yes.
But you have support from university. They will not just send you somewhere, but they will actively help you with anything.
Yeah, of course. We want to help the students settle. So you arrive and you have a million questions of what to do, what is this. We help the students ease that process with a support from our student support team.
All right. The big thing about Coventry University is first of all, the quality of education, which is proven by, for example, Ministry of Higher Education in England. They got all the awards and they are high on rankings. Second good thing is you have money, right? It's a like rich university, I could say, or there is not problem with financing. So you have facilities that I'm pretty sure cannot be matched with, I'm from Slovakia, or with, you are from Slovakia, cannot be matched with Slovakian universities. If you before this interview, you mentioned me, you just built up the new campus.
And when the new
for
buildings,
56 million pounds.
£56 million were invested for a brand new building for the health and life science
And you have
faculty.
there like golden windows, or why so expensive?
No, it's very expensive because of the equipment inside. So there's a big laboratory in the university, the largest lab in a university in Europe. And this equipment there is industry standard. So if you're coming to study biomedical science, doing research for like biological medicine, things like that, they will be able to use the equipment, and it's quite expensive. So that's why the money that was invested was for the equipment that the students need to use to be able to learn how to do it in their workplace. So some students have actually said that the equipment that we have at the university is even better than some of the companies out there because it's brand new. So 56 millions have been invested in the health faculty, but we're also building a brand new building for the engineering. So the engineering faculty has one big building that was built 5 years ago with standard equipment for like completely amazing facilities, but now we're also investing on a second one next to it. So yes, you are right, the university is investing a lot, because what's the point of like us getting this investment is to give the students a better student experience.
This is good thing that it's paid education. You have to pay the tuition fees, but in exchange you get in it back, right?
Yeah.
The universities, their main purpose is not to generate the money for the owners. They are owned by state, right?
Yeah, so we're basically like a charity. So the university money will be invested in the facilities. It's not like anyone's getting rich out of it.
Yeah. So at the end, all the profits is invested back into facilities, into teaching staff, into
services,
accommodation, right?
Correct.
When we started to talk about accommodation, when is the best time to search for the accommodation, and how can, I'm pretty sure on the webpage you find Coventry accommodation.
Of course,
page, right?
If you go online on our website, you will be able to see that the applications are now open. Usually applications for accommodation start about April time. So students have applied to us. They will be able to start looking now. Is the ideal time because the students can actually have time to do the research properly and not rush last minute to, where am I going to live? So I would say between 3 to 4 months before you start your studies, start looking for places to live.
And you should be mentally set up that, okay, I'm going to Coventry, I'm going to Britain, I will pay for the student loan, I'm going there to get the knowledge, I have to find accommodation, I have to sort out my things prior to the arrival, and not to leave it at the end.
Not to leave it last minute, yes, because sometimes a lot of students want to get a house last minute, but we have so many students and the demand is quite high that you will get a place, but it might not be the place that you wished or desired to be. Students can actually pay just a deposit for the accommodation, so you don't have to pay the whole amount in one go. So you pay a deposit and then you pay the rest of the year in installments. You can pay in 3 parts or 8 parts.
This is cool thing. At other schools, you have to, for example, pay upfront 10 months, but at Coventry, you can divide it into smaller payments.
Yes, because we know that it's important that the students don't feel pressured about money, and thus I know that many students will get a part-time job. But we want to help the students to ease that process and not get too stressed about it. So we give them the flexibility of different payments.
Flo, maybe one message to parents, right?
Yeah.
Because it's big deal for some families. Their kid never been abroad. This is maybe their first time experience or first experience in life. How about safety from the side of university? How you handle the students from
the
this
security
topic?
in campus, 24/7 security. So we have people that are employed
at the school also,
at the university.
Right?
The university on campus security 24/7. If anything happens, they can call the university campus security or just dial 999. However, the university is pretty safe. The city is safe, so I wouldn't say that the parents need to worry. I feel safe there. The UK in general is a safe place to live. So the facilities that we provide, security and CCTV cameras, the students are protected. So they shouldn't worry about that. Also, the government provides free healthcare for all its citizens. And it's also students from the European Union will be able to access the healthcare for free, so you don't have to pay anything extra. As long as you register at the clinic, if you're ill, you can just go there, book an appointment over the phone, and you will be able to be seen by a doctor without having to pay for healthcare.
This is a cool thing also. And one more thing that we forgot to cover is extra services or extra support students get. In Slovakia, usually you have just at university, you have your classes, then you have admission office. and maybe you have some gym. But at Coventry,
Yeah.
you can offer them much more support-wise, right? One is counseling that we've been discussing
Yes.
early on, which means
That the students can get support from a specific people at the university, well-trained staff that are ready to help you with any kind of concerns you may have in anything from maybe feeling homesick and depressed to issues perhaps with how to handle your finances. Just anything that you feel like you need support with, you can approach a member of a staff or welfare team. We will be there to support you.
another big deal is students need to find a job. Are you helping them?
We are helping them as well to get a job with our student employability team, the Future Works company, which is owned by the university, where the students can actually go and say, look, I want to find a part-time job. Can you help me? Here's my CV. They'll help you prepare your CV. They'll help you with mock interviews to prepare on what are the right things to say.
The mock interviews. I like the expression, the mock interviews.
Mock interviews are basically, imagine that you are having an interview. It's a fake interview where students get asked the typical questions that normally are asked during an interview, and they help you prepare your answers. Because obviously a lot of the time, maybe you are not used to the same way of British interviews, maybe not the same as your Slovakian interviews. So it's important that you kind of have this idea of what are the right things to say to be able to secure a job.
Excellent. All right, so thank you very much that you came over. I'm pretty sure underneath this video we will create a contact and links to the things we've been talking about, and I will put there your email.
Yeah, but my email address and my Instagram account. Feel free to contact me directly. And yes, just thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much.